see. What's up? What's good? What's going on with y'all guys? Let's get a few more people here before I get started. What's up? What's going on, Garuda? Who else we got here? So, World T Man, was it Abudo? What's up, man? How y'all guys doing today? Just want to get a, just talk a little bit about PlayStation, how I feel about the PlayStation brand, how I feel about the Xbox brand, the direction that Sony's going, the direction that Microsoft is going, and this gaming industry. We already see what's going on, but I basically just want to put my 2 cents in this this Sony situation, because I feel that they are really, coming with some really good games, really great exclusives. Even though Crash Bandicoot is a older franchise, but by me playing the Insane Collection, it seems like it's a brand new game. And the game, it might be hard as hell, but it is very, very fun, and I'm really excited about Crash Bandicoot. Right now, I'm on the 3rd island of the first Crash Bandicoot. I've been bouncing around between games. I need to stop. I need to start just playing one game at a time. I play a lot of Crash, then I stop. I'm playing some Metro. Then I stop. Then I go on my Wii and I play Metroid. I'm trying to complete the Prime series before Prime 4 comes out. Of course, I played it before. I'm trying to replay it again. Because I'm just excited. I'm just bouncing around between games, and of course, I got to play. I'm playing a little bit of my Switch. I'm taking it on the go, taking it to work. So basically, I'm just pretty busy. I don't really have much time. I'm trying to get as much gaming time out the way as possible. I'm working a lot of hours again, working 10 hours a day, and like I said, I'm still trying to make time to play some video games. But I just want to focus more on Sony. Of course, if you saw my video from was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I don't think I uploaded anything yesterday. But I feel Sony is really coming to a zone, and I guess like a year or two ago, when I think somebody came out and they basically said that I think it was Yoshida, because he said that he doesn't know why the PlayStation 4 is selling so much. He just don't know. And that was at the time that they said that their first party lineup was very sparse, and I was like one of the main ones that was ranting about Sony and their exclusive mess. And I was basically pro Xbox around that time. I won't say pro Xbox. I was really on more of the Xbox bandwagon, because I feel at that time they had a few more exclusives than Sony. But over time the tables had changed, and I realized that that Sony is a force to be reckoned with, and Microsoft, they basically telling us that they just can't compete with Microsoft can't compete with Sony when it comes to exclusives. And what I love about Sony so much is that they diversify all their franchises so they can get a bigger audience to buy their consoles. And looking at the fact that every PlayStation console sold over 100 million except the PS3. Their worst console of all time sold 80+ million. That tells you something. That basically tells you something about Sony, the brand recognition, the type of games that they have, why people love it so much. We already know Sony was, of course, in the movies, electronic company, so they was already a well-known brand. But when it comes to the gaming side, they basically are a force to be reckoned with. They are unstoppable. And even though the Xbox, they can hold their own, but at the end of the day, even a lot of these Xbox fanboys, they just won't admit that first party games is very crucial, and it's very important. And a lot of them keep thinking that only multi-plat games matter. Like I say, multi-plat games, third-party games is very important, because like looking at the top 20 sales chart every week, yes, it's gonna be majority. It's gonna be majority multi-plat games, but we can't turn a blind eye when it comes to first-party games. We can't turn a blind eye when it comes to exclusives, because exclusives determines if I want to purchase your console. That's basically what I'm saying. Like, you know, for some reason, a lot of these Xbox fanboys keep saying that all we need is these AAA, these multiplayer games, and I don't play nothing else. That's basically their mindset, and it's sad. It's sad. You know, like Microsoft and Nintendo, they got something in common. They're lacking on Nintendo, they lacking on third parties. Microsoft, they lacking on first parties, and they both can learn from each other. That's basically what I'm saying. You know, like I say, ever since Sony stepped foot into this gaming industry back in the mid '90s, like nobody just can't stop them. Like the one that came close is really Nintendo that can really compete with them. I can shove out the Wii. Like the Wii sold 100 million. I know a lot of people don't take that console serious because it catered towards the casuals. But if you want to look at the console sold, you know, between all three consoles, you know, like, hey, the Wii won that generation. I don't care how you say it. Like, and looking at the Switch is doing very well. Like, it's hard to find. And still, Sony is kicking their ass. And that tells you something. You know, why is Sony still kicking everybody's ass? They even kicking the Switch's ass, even though the Switch is the hottest item in the world. Very hot. A lot of people want it. But still, they're embarrassing everybody. What is it about the PlayStation brand that a lot of people just love? Is it the brand recognition? Is it the fact that they have great exclusives? Is it the fact that they have all the third-party support? Like, this console, it caters towards everybody. If you are a dude bro shooter, if you love shooters, get a PlayStation. If you love platformers, get a PlayStation. If you love indies, get a PlayStation. If you love JRPGs, get a PlayStation. If you love RPGs, get a PlayStation. If you love hack and slash games, get a PlayStation. PlayStation has everything for everybody, and that's why I respect Sony as a company. And like Nintendo, yes, it's more known for kid-friendly games, lots of platformers. Xbox, the Microsoft brand, is more known for dude bro shooters, a lot of shooters, and not enough diversity. Same with Nintendo, not enough diversity. That's why I've been on Nintendo, you know, kind of ranting a little bit, you know, saying that, like, what's the point of waiting for third parties to support the console if he's just gonna sit there and let your install base grow full of Nintendo fans? Because if your install base is full of Nintendo fans, then most likely a lot of those third-party games is not going to sell that well. That's why I said, in order to invest in something, in order to get something, you have to invest in it. Like Nintendo, they should invest in more third parties. Then once they can get that diversified fan base, once they can get that fan base to basically, you know, buy a lot of third parties, then Nintendo don't need to invest in third parties. And third parties is investing back into a Nintendo because they know they can make the money. That's why the PlayStation brand is getting all the support, because third parties trust them. They have faith in them because they know the type of fans that the PlayStation has, and that's why it's killing everybody. That's basically what I'm saying. You know, like, it seems like every week, man, it's like there's some type of new game on the PS4. Whether it's a niche title, whatever you want to say about it, JRPG or whatever, something is brand new coming to the PlayStation every freaking week. And yes, we already know about multiplats. Yes, they get multiplats just as much as Microsoft get multiplats. When it comes to the games overall, like, nobody cannot touch Sony, and that's why I'm enjoying my PS4. And I was one of the ones that Yoshida was talking about, saying that people that basically, I guess last generation, a lot of people didn't own a PlayStation 3. That's why they are interested in a lot of these remasters. And he's kind of right, because I did not own the PS3. So what I did, I went ahead and invest into the Uncharted collection. I bought the infamous Second Son. Well, no, that's not. I don't think that was a port from the PS3. I don't think so. I don't know, but whatever. I bought The Last of Us. You know, like, I'm just buying all these games that I missed out on the PS3, and I'm having a great time with it. You know, it's a great console. You know, that's why I just don't like this whole entire the resolution wars. Now it's all about the power. It's full of crap. It's all about the power. Like, with that mindset that a lot of these Xbox fanboys had, like, it's all about the power in order to win a generation. If they're gonna keep on thinking that it's all about the power, then they're gonna be very disappointed again. They're gonna you know, have rule of awakening. That's basically all I gotta say. You know, that's why I've been saying, like, if Nintendo can get the third parties on board, they can get the third parties right. If they can at least get most third party support, if they can get the type of third party support that Sony is getting, then they could easily beat Sony as far as console sales. I won't say easily. I would say probably they can go toe to toe with Sony, because let's don't get it twisted. Sony got some great first party games as well as Nintendo got some really great first party games. You know, but like I say, man, it's all about who has the games overall, who has a console that has a diversified fan base. It's you know, what console offers the best. You know, you're going to get the apps, you're going to get the power, you're going to get the games, like whatever you want in the console, you're going to get it with the PlayStation. I felt that with the PlayStation, you know, my needs are met. I got what I want, so that's why I think that Nintendo should take notes. But we already know how Nintendo rolls. They want to do what Nintendo wants to do, and sometimes for the good and sometimes for the bad. You know, don't get me started on Nintendo. I still love them, but they do a lot of silly shit. But you know, at the end of the day, I still love them. You know, they got great games that came out, but I'm more worried about their future. You know, it looks bright with the Switch selling so great, but as far as their third-party future, like, you know, are we going to do this again with the sparse third-party support? They getting sprinkles here and sprinkles there, but when it comes to Microsoft, when it comes to Sony, they're gonna get all the third parties for multi-plats. But yeah, we already know Sony could get the most third-party support because these developers have trust and they have faith in the PlayStation brand, because they know they're gonna make their money back. That's basically all I gotta say. So who's all in the chat, man? I'm just talking. 31 of y'all guys here. What's up? What's up, everybody? What's up? You know, I'm not going to do the Real Talk with the Real Gamer show tonight, you know, because my work schedule has been really killing me, guys. Like, I was late this morning because I was just so tired. I'm trying to adjust my sleep schedule. Shoot, I got to wake up at 2:30 every morning to work. I work from 4 in the morning to 12 noon, but they just bumped my hours up to 4 in the morning to 2:30 in the afternoon. So I'm working, you know, 10 plus hours a day. So I'm back working overtime, and I gotta go to sleep. You know, basically, what time is this? 5:36 my time. I gotta be in bed around 8, maybe 9 o'clock. You know, so that's why I really hadn't done as much Real Talk with the Real Gamer podcast. But it's going to continue. I don't know when. Maybe, I don't know if I have time to do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. If not, this weekend. But I'm not sure. Like, I have to. I don't know. I gotta talk to the fellas. I gotta see what we gonna do with this scheduling, with this Real Talk with the Real Gamer podcast. But like I say, don't worry, people. It's still a go. It's just like I say, my work schedule is kind of killing a lot of my main podcast. That's why y'all see a lot of videos coming from me during the daytime, during the afternoon, because I get off work at noon. And I come home. Well, of course, I go to the gym first. Then I come home and drop some videos. You know, but yeah, who's on the chat? What's up, Alex? All right, who's on the chat? I'm gonna get some shout outs. Was it DR, or was it Vanen 809? Hopefully I pronounced your name right. What's up, Retro? Was it Shar Jug Games? Shar Jug Games? Shar Jug? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, man. Like, if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, please put in the chat so I can pronounce it right. Was it Killer? She Heaven 82? What's up? What's up? Grew the Legends. Sinister Tar Heel. What's up, Nin Man? It's a Satcon 10. What's up? Stone Shop. What's up, man? What's up, Jerry? Jerry Toten. Unforgiven. What's going on? What's up, ActivesiNGaming? Who else is here? So, oh my gosh, using this crap Gamer Franklin. Jeez, that is getting very old, dude. Like, come on, like, if you'll come to my streams or channel, whatever, Like, yes, we know Crap Gamer is a piece of crap, man, but damn, you don't have to start your sentence with fuck Crap Gamer every time I see you in my chat, dude. Seriously, it's really getting old. What's up, King Gamer Arthur, Ruby Sakurai, Granpachi? What's up? Koopa Gaming. Was it Keys? I can't pronounce it. Was it Kiziki? Is that, am I pronouncing that right? Dr. Blue, what's going on? I think that might be everybody for now. If I ain't shout your name out. What's that? Was that I am XCon? What's up? Yeah, like I was saying, people, man. Maybe Nintendo Ultra maybe he's right. Sony always wins. I'm just being honest. Maybe Sony always wins. They just they're the kings of this gaming industry. Like, you know, with the Xbox brand, what's been going on with them, like, I just don't like the direction that they are going right now. I really hadn't been touching my Xbox in a minute. If I do play my Xbox, it's some backwards compatibility. I don't have a problem with backwards compatibility games, but if I play nothing but backwards compatibility games, that tells me that Microsoft don't have enough first-party games, enough exclusives. Like, it's sad, man. It is sad. I'm sick and I'm tired of looking at that Xbox that basically can play the same games I can play on my PlayStation, but in higher resolution. Because Microsoft, they didn't give me a reason to want to keep my Xbox, because they thinking that they can just get away with not releasing more first party games. Like, I don't know how many times that I've been, you know, talking about this sparse exclusives, you know, like with the, was it Crackdown 3, Sea of Thieves, and Cuphead, and all these games we've been talking about for the past 2 to 3 years. Like, what the hell is Microsoft doing? And after E3, like, even though Microsoft's E3 was, you know, entertaining, but majority of those games they shown was third-party multiplats, games in which I can play on my PlayStation 4. That is the big issue, people. Like, I'm just tired of this shit, man. I'm tired. You know, I'm just sick and I'm tired of this shit. You know, because my PlayStation has been getting a lot of play. My Xbox has been collecting a lot of dust. You know, like, it is what it is, man. Y'all call me a flip-flopper because, like, a year or two ago, I was on the complete opposite side. I was basically talking about Sony, their sparse lineup, and, you know, I was, you know, basically being on the Xbox bandwagon, but not this time. Like, it's been far too long. This is 2 years in a row, people, that Microsoft released, what, one exclusive in the first half of the year? Last year was Quantum Break in the first half. One game in the first 6 months. And we only got one exclusive in the first 7 months of this year. And that was Halo Wars 2. We are in the month of July, and yet there is not a exclusive. And the games that I know about that's coming out this fall is Cuphead. It's an indie game. You got Crackdown 3, State of Decay 2, still not even coming out this year. Sea of Trash, still not coming out this year. Like, how many years does it take for us to get these games that was announced back in 2015? How many years does it take? It's just so freaking frustrating, people. Very frustrating. I'm just tired of looking at my ex. I'm just thinking about just selling the damn thing, you know. But, like, I don't even know what else to say about Xbox, man. Like, the route that they're taking, I'm just not a big fan of putting everything on PC. I know, Alex, I know you're loving this. You're a PC gamer. You got rid of your Xbox because what Phil Spencer did. You know, if you're a PC gamer, you know, you should applaud Xbox because you ain't got to have an Xbox. They not giving you a reason to want to get an Xbox, especially if you are a PC gamer. If you're a PC gamer, what's the point of having an Xbox? Because you're going to play your Halos and Gears and Forzas. You're going to play it on your PC. Don't get me wrong though. Sony, they trying to do the PC thing too. They just put the PS Now on PS4, so there's a few PS4 games on PC. But do you see Uncharted 4 on PC? Do you see Horizon Zero Dawn on PC? Do you see Crash Bandicoot that recently came out on PC? Do you see, you know, Persona 4 on PC? Do you? No, you don't. So basically, Microsoft is making the Xbox brand more irrelevant. I'm not saying that they're making Microsoft irrelevant with the decisions that they're doing. You know, they basically doing what they feel was best. What they can make the most money. They still making money because it's all Windows. Like Windows 10, they're gonna make their money just off of that. But I'm just talking about the console, the Xbox console in general. They making it more relevant. So maybe one of these years they're gonna be like, man, forget it, fuck it. We can just go the PC route, because apparently the Xbox fans don't care about exclusives. They care about third parties. So you know, what's the point of making these consoles if we're not going to get a profit off of? Because the first party games that we give to our fan base, they don't support them. So maybe that's what it is. I don't know, you know. But these past 2 years has been just it's just been frustrating, people. Frustrating, man. Like I'm just not liking the direction Xbox is going. Because like I said a while ago, like if you want all the genres of video games, Sony has all of it. They have it covered. If you want, you know, a third-party machine system with lack of first-party games, then I guess go to Microsoft. Well, you got some backwards compatibility, go to Microsoft. But it's just crazy, man. It's like more people is playing more old games than new games on the Xbox right now. You know, they're getting excited over freaking the original Xbox announcement going on the Xbox One S, whatever. That's good and everything. Like I say, that is just the cherry on the top, but it is not the main ingredient. Every console maker, your main ingredient is your games. Just like Sega, their main ingredient was Sonic. Nintendo, their main ingredient was Mario. And for a while, Xbox main ingredient was Halo, but the Halo franchise is taking a dive right now. The quality of the franchise is taking a dive right now. The sales, it's just not as good as it used to be. So it's like they're giving up on Halo. It's like they're giving up on the Xbox brand overall. You know, so like I say, man, what's the point of owning an Xbox One S if there is no exclusives? You know, there's no exclusives. I was at least hoping for at least one exclusive that's only for the Xbox One S. But for the people that's going to pay $500, for the Xbox One X, they're going to basically play the same games that the Xbox One S owners have, and they're going to basically dumb it down. They're not going to maximize the full potential of the Xbox One X because they don't want to hold back the Xbox One S audience. That's a no-no. Like, why do I want to pay $500 for something that I'm not going to get satisfied with it? You know, they're going to dump stuff down. It's going to be some parity just because of the Xbox One S. Like, what's the point? Why not just take my $500 and just build a PC, build a gaming PC? I know I've been anti-PC. I'm not a PC gamer. But if I'm going to spend $500, I might just dip into the PC deal. I'm just tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. You know, it's just stupid. You know, I'm not saying that it's not worth $500. I'm not saying that. The Xbox One X is worth $500 because what they put in the system, you know, it takes between $600 to $800 to build a PC to have the same tech as the Xbox One X, and plus there is a 4K Ultra Blu-ray player in it, so that makes the Xbox One X more appealing to purchase because of what's inside of it. Yes, it's good value, but what casual gamer out there is going to pay $500 for a Xbox One X and right next by is an Xbox One S for $250? Like, I just don't see it. There's no exclusives on the Xbox One X. Like, what games can I play on the Xbox One X that I cannot play on PC? I can't play on PlayStation. I can't play on the Xbox One S. I can't play on Nintendo. They give us a reason. So what's the point of buying the Xbox One X? That's all I got to say about that. You know, like, and plus Phil Spencer, you know, I know he's been bombarded with the whole entire exclusive stuff. People have been frustrated. tweeting them on Twitter about, you know, what's going on. Y'all giving up on the Xbox brand? Like, what is going on? You know, and all of a sudden, Phil Spencer went to Japan like 2 to 3 months ago, trying to get some Japanese games. I'm like, okay, the Xbox One came out in 2013 alongside with the PS4. It is 2017. Why now? Why are you going to Japan doing this now? Why you didn't do this back then? And, you know, and people was asking about the exclusives as well too. And he was like, I think somebody asked him, what happened to your exclusives at E3? Why he didn't show them? And he basically said that what's the point of showing those exclusives if they're between 2 and 3 years ahead? So when he say between 2 and 3 years, what does that mean? Does that mean that we're going to get to play these games on the Xbox One, or are we going to play it on the next generation Xbox? That means it's going to be on the next generation Xbox, because around 2020, it's going to be a PS5 going to be out, the new Xbox, the Xbox 2, whatever we want to call it, going to be out. I don't know what Nintendo's going to do. Maybe they're going to have a more beefier Nintendo Switch. I don't know. But 2020, I expect new generation hardware. That's what I expect. And when you say between 2 to 3 years, that's like between 2019, 2020. And we got to wait this long to get exclusives. And we've been starving for exclusives on the Xbox One for the past 2 years. So that tells me that they're not taking the Xbox One, the Xbox brand seriously. Why you think they're in the PC market now? They're in the PC market because that's where the money's at. They know they get to make a lot of money off of that. So, like I say, man, it's just they just making their Xbox brand more relevant by the day. And every time I look up Xbox One news, bunch of backwards compatibility talk. It's like there's more backwards compatibility talk than new games, than what is Microsoft cooking, what they got in store. Are they going to show some new games at Gamescom? What's going to happen here? So I don't know. But when it comes to the PlayStation brand, we got so many great games this year, and we still get more exclusives throughout this year as well too. And next year gonna be promising as well too, because of God of War 4. I'm really excited about that. Of course, you got The Last of Us 2. I'm not sure that's coming out next year, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some kind of information. You know, there's a lot of exclusives, you know, to look forward to. Of course, you got the Spider-Man game, in which we're looking forward to. The Days Gone. You know, like there's a lot of really good games I'm looking forward to with Sony, and you know, it just with the games that Sony offers as far as exclusives, and of course they're gonna get the, you know, third-party support. Like, what's the point of owning an Xbox? I'm just gonna be real with y'all. What is the point? What is the fucking point, people? You know, for me, it was Halo why I wanted to own it, or Gears. You know, but Halo wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. Gears was okay. Gears 4, I like it, but I felt that the campaign was too damn short. Too many microtransactions. It was just, I don't know, man. This is not the Xbox brand that I grew up liking, man. Like, I started on the OG Xbox as a teenager. I was like 16 or 17 years old when my dad bought me one for my birthday. Now, I love Xbox. You know, they had a lot of great games. The 360 was a hell of a console. It had great games, third parties, Japanese games. The games ran a lot better than the PlayStation. Like, they had a lot of great games. That was a great generation for the Xbox brand. But they still lost to Sony. How can that be? If they had the better console, it might not be the better console as far as power, because the PS3 was more powerful. But as far as you know, having games running in better frame rates, and you know, the console, as far as performance, was outperforming the PS3. But the PS3 still managed to outsell the Xbox 360, even though they had a lot of problems. The PS3 had a shitload of problems, man, and they still managed to outsell 360. So that tells you how powerful the PlayStation brand is. Their worst console still outsold a great console. That was the 360. That was a great console. That is crazy, people. That is crazy. But yeah, give me a few questions, people, and you know, I guess I'll end it right here. Let's get some questions out there. Get some questions. So what do y'all guys think about the Xbox brand? And what do y'all think about the PlayStation? I know there might be some Xbox fans here, but what do y'all think about it? Like, give me y'all honest opinions. Like, if you own a 360 and you love those games, like, tell me a reason why the Xbox One is better than the 360. If you think the Xbox One is better than 360, then you are crazy as hell. Like, give me y'all thoughts and opinions. What do y'all think about this, man? Because I own a 360, and as far as the fun factor, as far as the games, like, the 360 was a beast of a console, man. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? He said, what the fuck you talking about? The Xbox 360 was horrible start in 06. Okay, did I say about the start of the console generation? Did I say no? I'm talking about overall. Overall, Xbox 360 had a lot of momentum, lots of great games. So looks like we got us a hater in the chat, man. So if you one of the ones thinking that the Xbox One is better than the 360, knowing 360 had a shit ton of games more than the Xbox One, then you crazy. You crazy, dude. You said PS3 was a disaster from the start. Yeah, it was a disaster. It was more expensive. It was harder to develop for because of that cell processor and all that. But I'm just talking about the overall generation. I thought the 360 was better. That's just how I felt. That's just how I felt. He said the Xbox One won't save the lack of games on the Xbox One line. Yeah, lack of games. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, they have a lot of side stuff. You know, with of course, you got a lot of apps. You got the you got the backwards compatibility. You know, with 360 games, and they announced that you get to play the original Xbox games, and they got a lot of good stuff on the console, but the main ingredient is games, your exclusives, and they're lacking a lot with that. He said people are more happy for 360 games on Xbox One. That is sad as fuck. I'm not with that crowd that's happy with old games that I played. Don't get me wrong. Some of those games I didn't play. But most of those games, like, I played a lot of those games, man. Like I said with Nintendo, like, I don't mind ports from the Wii U. I do not mind, even though if I played them. But if there's more remasters, more ports than new games, I'm gonna have a issue with that. The same thing goes with Nintendo. There are more ports than new games, I'm gonna have an issue. There's a lot of freaking 360 games on the Xbox One than freaking new games. It's sad, people. You said if you are American, oh my God, if you're an American, you shouldn't even be supporting foreign sister. Oh my God, come on, man. That sounds like you're an American. First of all, I'm a black American man. That's all I gotta say. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Because it seems like American don't support a lot of us African Americans. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm a Nintendo fan, and Nintendo's straight from Japan. And I started off as a Sega fan. And I've always been a Sega fan. It was, my very first game I played was Sonic the Hedgehog for, back in 1991. That was my very first game. So I always like Japanese games, You say you're not a hater, just basing your opinion. Not well. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to call you a hater, man. It just didn't make sense to me. Start supporting your own country's system. Well, I've been doing that for a very long time, man. But it's like this: if they don't support my needs, then why I should support them? If I'm not satisfied with them, then why should I continuously hand them my money? That goes for anybody. I don't care what country they. I don't care who they is. All right. You said 360 catered to a whole lot of people. Xbox One caters to very little. Yes, you're right, man. Because they even had Japanese RPG games like Blue Dragon and Lost Odyssey. They had a bunch of really good Japanese games. They had a lot of stuff. And remember, Mass Effect was exclusive to the 360. And of course, you got those 3 great Gears of War games. No, 4. You got Gears of War 1, 2, 3, and Judgment. You had all those games. Halo 1, not Halo 1. You had Halo 3, Halo 4, Halo Reach. They had some really great Halo games. They had a lot of really good games on the 360. What the hell is going on with the Xbox One? What the hell, people? Said Halo, Gears, and Forza RIP. Said Japanese rule the video game industry anyway. I don't know about that. Cause it seems like a lot of people like these Eastern games, not Eastern, Western games. You know, the Ubisofts and the EAs and the Activision. They're very popular. You know, Call of Duty, Battlefields. Now Anthem is a big thing. Assassin's Creed, you know, of course you got the sports games like Madden's and NBA 2K and FIFA. Like, these Western games are very, very popular. So I don't know about that, man. So you said the first Saints Row was exclusive for the 360. I actually like Saints Row. Like, of course, people say it's a poor man's Grand Theft Auto, but it was actually a fun game. You know, I really wish it was more popular, but of course, it's kind of hard to dethrone Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, but Saints Row was pretty fun. Said PS3 didn't outsell the Xbox 360. Xbox 360 sold 84 million. PS3 83 million. Well, I'm talking about overall. The Xbox, yeah, actually, no, the PS3 did outsell the Xbox 360. During this generation, the generation that we are in now, the PS4 and the Xbox One, like, systems are still getting sold from PS3 and Xbox 360, and each week the PS3 outsells the Xbox 360 on a weekly basis. It might not be about much, but it's been on a consistent basis these past few years, and we are in the 4th year of this generation, and it still sells. Both consoles are still selling, and PS3 outsells them every week. Yeah, those are super casual do-bro games. What are you talking about? So it seems like Xbox guys do play cartoony games. Yeah. Yeah. Said, did you really say Call of Duty and sports games facepalm? Yeah, they're popular. They're very popular because they sell a lot. They sell every year. You know, if you want to compare Eastern, games versus Western games, like, I don't know. It's gonna be very close, man. Very close, because we can't forget Nintendo is from Japan and they make really good games, so it's kind of hard. I can't tell you which one sells more, you know, but you know it's close. Because we already know the Marios and Zeldas and Mario Karts, they're gonna sell a shitload. What else we got? Say we need Rayman 4 with Horizon Zero Dawn graphics. Old Ubisoft can do it. Not nowadays Ubisoft. Man, you want some realistic graphics on a cartoony game? That's kind of weird. Unless you're trying to say we need another a 3D open world Rayman game. You want a 3D Rayman game like the one we had on the Dreamcast, and I believe it was on PS2 and GameCube. You talking about that? You talking about Rayman? Was it Rayman 3? Was it Rayman 3 or Rayman 2? I forgot which one was the 3D one. I forgot. You said the East doesn't make good games anymore. As far as the East, are you talking about Japanese games? Like, if if you're talking about the East, you know Nintendo is part of that East. Nintendo, Capcom, Square Enix, they are a part of the East. Like games like, you know, Street Fighter, Tomb Raider, Mario, Zelda, Star Fox. You know, it's a lot of games. Lots of good Japanese games. You say you've been playing your Xbox One, enjoying it. Don't know what the problem is. Xbox One has all genres. It's just like 360. Gary Pachi, don't start that shit with me today. Boy, you are comparing Xbox One gaming lineup to the 360 gaming lineup. Wow. No, I ain't got time for your devil's advocate thing today, dude. Wow. Blink's, yeah, I had Blink's Time Sweeper on my original Xbox. Like, what's going on with that? Like, I don't know, man. It's like everybody's a dude bro shooter, man. And what new games came out, Greg Pachi? What new games on the Xbox came out? What games on the Xbox that is an exclusive that can compete with Persona 5, compete with Horizon Zero Dawn, can compete with Crash Bandicoot? I know it's rumored that it's a time exclusive, but like, what games can they compete with a Nier Automata? Compete with Neo? What games can Microsoft compete with? I'm not saying that you don't enjoy your Xbox. No, Xbox One S is a good console. I'm not lying about that. I like the console, but I'm not liking what Microsoft is doing to their Xbox brand. They're not taking their exclusives serious. Like, it's just do your research. I ain't got time to name all these great games that came out on the Xbox 360 in the first 4 years versus the Xbox One in the first 4 years. It's a long list of games that came out the first 4 years on the 360. It put the Xbox One to shame. Put it to shame, dude. It said Rayman 1, 2, and 3 are all 3D. No, not Rayman 1. Rayman 1 was a side scroller. Because I played the original Rayman on the Sega Saturn. That's a side scroller game. It's not 3D. So 2 and 3 are 3D. Okay. I was right about that. But the first Rayman game was side scroller, and I guess they went back to the side scroller. And they're good games. I'm not gonna lie. They need to make another one. Team Ninja games. Why does Japan get all the credit? You're forgetting the other countries. I'm not saying Japan getting all the credit. I was just naming franchises from Japan, just like I was naming franchises outside of Japan, like Assassin's Creed, you know, like freaking Call of Duty, Battlefield. Like, EA has a shitload of franchises that I like. It's like Ubisoft got a shitload of franchises that I like. You know, like Rayman, Splinter Cell, Assassin's Creed. Even the indie game Child of Light was a really good game. You know, they got a lot of games, dude. A lot of games. You know, it's just Japanese has been doing gaming for a very long time, a lot longer than a lot of these Western developers. He said Microsoft gave up on the console market and using the Xbox to pay for the irrelevant Windows 10. Yeah, I expect that from you, Garuda Legend. You just hate Xbox. You said Peter Moore ruined the Saturn in North America. I keep forgetting he used to work for Sega. And don't get me started on Sega, man. Y'all know I'm a Sega fanboy. Don't get me started, man. It'll probably take me 30 minutes to explain this shit. Said the Japanese didn't mind fuck y'all. Hey, what's going on with this Japanese stuff? Like, what you're a fan of Mooch or something? Like, I just like video games. I'm not one-sided, man. Like, I enjoy gaming on all consoles, man. That's why I own the Switch, the Xbox One, the PS4. Like, I don't do console wars on this channel, man. I don't. Like, if there's issues that needs to be addressed, you know, then I will address it. You know, from whoever. I don't care who it is. Capcom is a Japanese company, and I ranted the fuck out of Capcom. Like, I had a rant video, was it about 2 weeks ago? You know, and I basically gave my thoughts on how I feel about Capcom, in which is in Japan. I ranted about Nintendo, in which is in Japan, because about all the stupid shit Nintendo had did, in which they are in Japan. You know, so I don't give nobody no pass. I ranted about everybody. So this shouldn't come new to you. If you've been a regular on my channel for a while, then you know how I roll. I don't do the fanboy shit. To Real Sega 27. You say you miss Sega games like Jet Set Radio. Like, I'm still trying to figure out what Sega's trying to do, because they talking about they trying to, I guess, bring back their older IPs. I'm still waiting. Like, what is going on? It seems like we're getting 2 good Sonic games with Media and Sonic Force, but like, we need to give Sonic a rest. Like, I really hope these Sonic games sells well. I'm buying both of them. I'm going to support it. And I really hope that if these games are successful, hopefully it will open up more doors for Sega to revisit their older franchises. Like, we need those older franchises because they were so freaking awesome back then. I think it would still be awesome now. You say you give Sega a pass. No, I don't, man. No, I don't, man. I done freaking talked about their fuck ups a lot of times, man. So it looks like we not going to get games that we want from Rare. Honestly, I honestly think Microsoft bought Rare so Rare won't make games on the Nintendo systems again. That's what I think, because they're not doing anything. Like, what we getting to see of trash? They done fucked up the Banjo-Kazooie franchise. Like, I don't know what the hell Microsoft is planning on doing with that. I don't know, man. It's just crazy. Force is going to be trash. I don't know about that. Like, Force is reminding me of Sonic Generations. And Sonic Generations was a good game. I really did like Generations. Said child days are over. There are many great games. Today, your childhood is blinding you from seeing them. That's funny. Well, like I say, man, I own all consoles, man. I play all games, man. Like, all the big name exclusives from Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony, I bought them. Halo 5, I bought it. Gears of War 4, I bought it. Freaking Legends of Zelda Breath of the Wild, bought it. Mario Kart, bought it. Persona 5, bought it. Uncharted 4, bought it. Horizon Zero Dawn, I bought it. I buy exclusives. That's why I own all consoles, because I want to play those games that I cannot play on different systems. Like, exclusives matter. It does. They said Rare Games Connect. You said you own all Sega consoles. I don't own all of them. I still trying to get a Master System. And the place I want to get it from, they want too much. They want 150 for the Master System. That's just too much. So if I get a Master System and the SG-1000, then that will complete my... No. The Sega Nomad. Let's not forget the Sega Nomad. So basically like 3 more Sega consoles that I want to get that will complete my Sega collection. My Sega console collection. So Xbox lacking a lot of games. They need an exclusive, new open world IP, reboot Gears of War, innovate the game with gameplay mechanics. I felt that the Gears of War, they did add a couple new elements, like you grab your enemy from up top and everything. But I felt that they could have done better. They could have done better. And there was a rumor that they got a game in development that's similar to Horizon Zero Dawn. It's a rumor. I don't know. Like I said a while ago, Phil Spencer said that they got a lot more new games, but it's like 2 to 3 years away. So there was no point of announcing them now, and basically make the same mistake that they did with the games we've been knowing about for 3 years. With you got the Scalebound, which has canceled. The Sea of Trash, the freaking State of Decay 2. Like, these games, Crackdown 3, we've been knowing about these games for a long time, so I see why he want to wait. But then again, like that's telling me that Microsoft wasn't being serious with exclusives this whole entire time. The Xbox got no games. Yeah, you're right. Xbox. Well, okay. When it comes to exclusives, they got no games. When it comes to third parties, they got games. Like, we got to change that narrative. They got no games. Yes, they have no exclusives to play. Like, okay, if you're a PlayStation owner, then they have no games for you to play because those third-party multiplex you can play on your console. But as far as first-party games, they don't have no games. So I have a PlayStation 4, so in which Xbox got no games for me to play. I'm just gonna be real. I'm just gonna be honest. They had no games for me to play. All right, I'm gonna get a couple more questions. I'm gonna get out of here, guys, because I smell food and pork chops are finished. My wife, she just finished cooking some pork chops, and I'm fucking smelling, and I'm fucking hungry. Said, how many years do I have to beg for new Battletoads and other classic Rare reboot games? I don't know. It's like this, man. Do what I do. Start retro collecting again. Or if you want to play on console, get a gaming console and play your older games, and play it in HD. Get a Retron 5. Get a Retron 5. It plays. You got the Genesis right here, the Super Nintendo, the NES, and the Super Famicom. So, and it plays in the HD 720p, outputs in 720p, and you could plug your Sega Genesis controller here, your NES controller here, and your Super Nintendo, and plus, let's not forget the Game Boy Advance. It plays Game Boy Advance games too. So if you got Game Boy Advance games, if you got the games to the Game Boy Advance, then this system right here costs $150, and I like it. I play a lot of retro games, man. I just got through playing Shinobi 3 the other day. Shinobi 3, and of course, my son was playing Super Mario World, and my wife, she loves her some Pac-Man. And these games shows awesome, man. It's a good console, man. I really do enjoy this. So I advise all of y'all, if you want to get back into the retro gaming, get a Retron 5. Yes, I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, well, you go emulate it on PC. Yes, I have the emulator on my PC, in which I'm talking to y'all right now on my laptop. I have an emulator, about 6,000 something games from the Super Nintendo and the Genesis, Master System, TurboGrafx 16. I got it all on there. But to be honest with y'all people, I want to play it old school. I want to plug in my old school controllers into this. I want to play on a console to my TV. That's what I want. So like I say, man, if you want to get back to the retro gaming, I advise y'all to do it now, because the retro market is starting to boom, and thanks to a lot of big YouTubers, they dedicate their channels to a lot of retro content, and they are very popular. And the more popular they get, the more people that's more interested in retro gaming, and the demand of retro games is going up because of the popularity that these retro games is receiving right now. Shit, just fucking finding a freaking Chrono Trigger game for the Super Nintendo will cost, on an average, about $400 on average just to find a Chrono Trigger. Earthbound, on average, $250. It's crazy out there in the retro market. So yeah, I've been playing some retro games. I'm enjoying it, and it's like if you just sick of this gaming industry right now, if you want to take a break, I advise y'all to go back into retro gaming, because I love it. It's great. But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here, because like I said a while ago, I'm fucking hungry. And if y'all want some retro content from my channel, like it depends on y'all. If y'all are interested in content like that, then I don't mind, talking about it, giving y'all some reviews. Of course, y'all want to know about my Sega Genesis review. Y'all keep calling me Sega Gamer 27. Yes, I love Sega. Like I grew up in the Sega household, you know. So it depends on y'all, man. I can do more retro content. I just need an audience for that, man. So yeah, that's basically concludes my my real talk with y'all guys. And like I say, man, I apologize that I can't do a real talk with the Real Gamer show tonight with y'all guys. I know y'all been itching for that. But it will resume hopefully next week, because like I said, I'm working a lot of overtime. I gotta get up extra early in the morning, so I gotta go to sleep around 8-9 o'clock in the evening, and I still don't really get enough sleep. So maybe I might just push it to the weekends if I can get the crew to come on Saturday, because I don't work Sundays. Maybe I don't know. I just gotta talk to them. And oh yeah, don't forget, guys, I do have another channel. Me and Alex, aka ActivesiNGaming, we just started a Switch Bros channel. That's the name of it, Switch Bros. And that channel is dedicated to only Nintendo content. I'm trying to basically diversify my content again, because these past few weeks I've been talking a lot, mostly Nintendo. So I'm trying to talk a lot more Microsoft, talk a lot more Sony in this channel. I want to mix in some Nintendo, but I want to I want to basically talk mostly Nintendo on my other channel. So basically, if you want to know the channel name again, it's called Switch Bros. Matter of fact, the link is in the description on the not my last video. Just go down whenever this podcast ends. Just go down the video I did 3 days ago. It's in the thumbnail. It's in the description below. Just subscribe to that channel. We already uploaded a few videos on there. Me and Alex, we already did our podcast together the other day. So if you want a lot of Nintendo content, it will be on that channel. So like I say, I really appreciate y'all guys coming supporting your boy, and I guess I will see y'all probably tomorrow. I might do a video tomorrow, depends. I didn't go to the gym today, but I will go to the gym tomorrow. So I don't know. What do I want to do? I will go to the gym tomorrow, and I probably have something for y'all tomorrow. If not, it will be Saturday. But hey, gym comes first, people. I gotta lose weight, man. I have to lose weight. I was looking at myself a few months ago. I did one of my podcasts. I was like, man, I look so fucking fat, man. My face was so fucking fat. It still is, but it was more fatter than what it is now. And I stepped on the scale. I was like, fuck, man. I weighed 305 pounds back in April, guys. Man, 305 pounds. That is not good. So I've been working out, going to the gym. I'm at 275 right now, so I dropped over about 30 pounds now. I've dropped 30 pounds, so my goal is to get to 225 pounds. That's my comfortable weight. I'm 6'1", so 225 is perfect for me. So I got to get more serious with my health. So if I don't go, if I go like days without doing videos, that tells you that I'm trying to get linear again. So like I say, appreciate y'all guys for coming, and I will see y'all on the next trip. Peace out.